Well, Scott Cohen is one music critic or thought leader that saw the potential of technology in the music business. For example, in terms of digital streaming or music streaming or publishing, like online publishing, like what Sony is doing right now. And that dream or that imagination became a reality when people started using platforms such as Anchor to distribute their music, to use Disc Droid to distribute their music, and other AI tools that are there. Artificial intelligence, guys. We're back with another video on Mandla Gingirikani. Today I'm gonna give you 4 or 5 indicators that music intelligence or artificial intelligence in the music world is already taking place. I know it's an old topic to some people, but kaban bangwani emahungu mantra. Artificial intelligence is going to take over the music world, and you need to be prepared if you're going to be listening to music. If you are going to be consuming music, you need to be prepared, and you also need to be prepared if you're going to be promoting music. You need to be prepared if you're going to be making music. If you're going to be singing, you need to be prepared. AI is here to stay in the music world, and there's a huge impact already. And I'm gonna give you like 4 or 5. Maybe let's start with number 1, which is already what I've spoken about: digital streaming. Digital streaming is one indicator that artificial intelligence is already here and is already having an impact. Because how do we see that there's an impact? There's high volumes of artists who are now streaming or distributing their music online via different platforms, of course. That is another indicator that artificial intelligence is already happening. AI in the music world. Already they're estimating that there are over 535 billion songs are being streamed per year in the US already via the online streaming services. AI is here. Tell me if I'm joking, if I'm dreaming. That's what I'm saying. Are you prepared? Get yourself ready. This is one of the signs that artificial intelligence is here. People are streaming, they are listening to music online via Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all different kind, Deezer, all of them. AI is already here. It's so interesting. It's so interesting what AI can do in the music world, especially with these streaming services. Because when you are streaming music these days, the streaming service is able to actually make a playlist for you based on the kind of music you listen to. The interesting part is that it's not according to genre. It's just based on the kind of music that you are listening to. Then Spotify or Apple or whatever streaming service you are using is going to create a playlist for you, and then you will enjoy that kind of music. Usually you won't complain. For example, I have my own weekend roundup for Mandla on my Spotify. I hardly skip those songs. How is it possible that software can know what kind of music I like, and it's not even according to genre? It's interesting. It's interesting. Playlists are being created by AIs. Artificial intelligence tools are already creating playlists. They're influencing libraries. They're influencing a lot of things. Interesting. That's an indicator that AI is here. Another indicator is the fact that you can actually create music using softwares, and that apparently. Well, some scholars are arguing that it has made the music creation of music obsolete. Lero ashiva ku create music akara swo hlupha kumba kara swilo leswi munhu n'wana na n'wana a fanela ka a langutela ka swona, which I beg to differ. That's why I'm saying that if you equip yourself with skills as an artist, as a music consumer, as a music promoter, as a music whatever business, whatever executive you are in a music business, if you equip yourself with this kind of with skills that are aligned with AI, artificial intelligence, you are actually going to reap the rewards. You're going to reap major rewards. How are we knowing? Is because of this other sign where you find that new talent is discovered via streams. Streams are now able to, this is interesting, to analyze data, and then the streams can tell you which one is the hot artist now. Interesting. Based on the kind of music that you listen to, you will always find the hottest artist. It's either on your library or on your playlist, on your iTunes, on your Spotify, all those things. You will find that you are discovering new talent. So AI is already being used to discover new talent, which is one major difficult thing in music, to discover a new person, someone who's new, fresh, someone energetic, that's someone that is already not signed to a label. To discover new talent is difficult with so many music that is now clustered in the streaming world. Wow, I just had load shedding. Wow, that's interesting. And the fun thing is, my other light is not working, so I have to continue like this. So it's like, are we moving with time, guys? Are we moving with times? I don't know. You know, because if you are in marketing, for example, because this is one other indicator that AI is actually in charge. Asha boy masculine man. Well, some people are arguing that Asha boy could even a marketing manager. I mean, if your song is good, AI is able to use data like algorithms that are able to say, based on traveling data of this artist, based on the the streaming amount or streaming data, and also based on maybe playlists, the system is able to create or tell you which one is the hottest artist right now. Maybe you can ask me which one is the hottest artist. The hottest artist right now we don't have. I feel like we have the hottest producer. The funny thing is, Salan, the producer, he did something wonderful. I feel like Salan the producer is the hottest thing right now in the Shigaza world in terms of Shigaza music. Salani the producer is the hottest shit right now. That's based on what you see in your playlist. I mean, tell me, if you say Shitsonga playlist or Shigaza playlist on your Spotify or on your whatever, how many songs you get from Salan the producer? Lots of them. It's either the one that he worked with DJ Mfundisi or the one he worked with a different kind of artists, Papa Parlan and all those kind of people. But Salan the producer's music is the one that is dominating there as a producer. So the hottest hot potato right now, too hot to handle, is Salan the producer. Undermine him at your own peril. So Because of AI, I'm able to tell you those things. I don't even have to go and read it somewhere. I just have to look at and analyze the data that is in front of me, and then I can tell you that, oh my gosh, this guy is actually going far. He's going somewhere. Interesting. Isn't it interesting? You know? I mean, music creation, people are now using Fruit Loop, all these kind of other platforms or softwares to create music. And also, not only just to create music. This is very important, guys. I had Brajo Shirimani sharing about how he's so enthusiastic to work with new talent and new young blood and everything. I was like, oh, kudos. And he spoke about how he want to mentor new producers in terms of knowing how to master, how to mix and all those things. Hey, artificial intelligence is already doing that work. So if you're an artist, and I mean, kudos to Brajo for coming up with that initiative. If he does go ahead and do it, it will be wonderful. But I just want to say, you can actually save yourself a lot of time by just creating your own beats and also mastering your own music using these kind of softwares that are available because of artificial intelligence. Because the artificial intelligence is now able to detect. Because when you master music, that's when you create experiences for different kind of devices. It could be a laptop, the song playing on a laptop, or whether the song is playing in the car, or whether that song is playing in a concert. So you are creating those kind of experiences by the way you are playing around with your left, your right, your volumes, your ups, or whatever, you know. I'm not talking about mixing, I'm talking about mastering now. When you have already mixed everything, where mixing is when whatever you do with your effects, adding things, nyanganyisering things, you know, all those things. But I'm talking about you able to master your own song, even if you're not a qualified sound engineer, or you're not even a qualified musician. You can create a song, you can master your own song. So because of artificial intelligence, there's going to be a lot of crowd in the music world. It's going to be so difficult for Vaman Chansan to break it into the world, because artificial intelligence will tell promoters to say, guys, based on traveling data, based on bookings, based on streams, this is the hottest guy. Biola, time for Biola is almost over, because people these days no longer even make music for radio. It's all because you want to capture the attention of an online consumer, which someone who's using all these platforms I'm talking about. You're ready now to participate, to make sure that when we come into the space as a new talent, we are able to be discovered. Artificial intelligence. You know, because artificial intelligence is able to say, hey, you are listening to this kind of music. There is also this artist, by the way. Check him out or check her out. That's AI suggesting all this kind of music for you. You don't actually even have to go and search. What is new? New artist, new hip hop song. No. Based on your playlist, based on the songs that you listen to, everything is being created for you. It's already happening. Those who are actually using streaming software, whatever, to listen to music, they understand what I'm talking about. That artificial intelligence is already happening, and it's happening at a bigger scale. Are artists ready to now say, okay, I can make my own song and I can also master my own demo before you take it to the whoever or recording label, whatever, so that you generate an idea of what you want in your music. So there are so many things that artificial intelligence is doing in the music world that other people that are moving with times are already employing to their benefit, to maximize revenue, to penetrate new markets, to get new audience, to get new bookings in different territories that they will never have set foot if it was not because, had it not been of artificial intelligence. I mean, people are gonna be traveling the world because of artificial intelligence being discovered. So whether there's analysts, who bloggers, critics, whoever, commentators, whatever they can say, it doesn't matter anymore. It wouldn't matter anymore, because of AI will say, hey, look here, this is the data. According to this information, this is the hottest artist. According to this information, this is the new artist. According to this information, this is the hottest song. According to this information, these are the new trends. People no longer play music based on genre. Oh, mean song and Gaza. That thing is going to end, because, and that is a threat that is coming up with artificial intelligence, because AI is able to create this kind of playlist. I mean, these softwares, these streaming services, they're using this algorithm, right, to analyze your listening habits. So they suggest this kind of music to you. So most of it is no longer based on genre. Interesting. So Makayaku Munatlangwa based on genre is going to end. Genre is at risk, according to me, because people are no longer listening to music based on genre. They're listening to music based on taste. Does this sound good to me? For me, do I enjoy? How do I feel when I'm listening to this kind of songs? Do you get what I mean? Artificial intelligence is here, guys, so please make sure that you align yourself with the times, because I'm not going to make another video to tell you about this artificial intelligence penetration in the music world. It's happening at a bigger scale. You will play the guitar in a software on your own. Already is happening. You'll be able to master. You'll be able to do everything with it. You will be able to distribute your music. Boy, music. Radio. Someone texted me the other day asking me, how do I get music to radio? Airplay is good. There's not even a lot of money there. It's good to have airplay, because of, depending on what kind of, and this is another thing about music, it depends on where do you want to see yourself. What are your ambitions? What are your goals about your music career? Do you want to be a radio musician, or you want to be a musician? The musician that create music for the people, not for radio. You can be a radio artist. There are so many of them. There's so many of radio artists. You hear their songs every day in the airwaves, and then the songs that we are playing in our cars, in our houses, most of them we don't hear them on radio. And that is where artificial intelligence is coming to change things, to disrupt. Are we ready? But there are other people who are asking, is it something to really be scared about? What kind of impact is it going to have? Do we have to be scared? All those things. Well, maybe people don't have to be scared, but they just need to be equipped themselves. Guys, I have load shedding, so I just need to cut it from here. I feel like I've spoken enough in terms of this topic, artificial intelligence. I'm so angry at my light that it didn't kick on or kick off or kick in. Kick off when I needed it the most. It didn't kick off or kick in. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me on Nkanelo Gingirikani. Remember the 4 indicators to show music creation, discovering new talent, new ways of marketing. It's so difficult to market yourself after you release the song, but with artificial intelligence, you will be able to market. People are already using Facebook to market their music. It is part of artificial intelligence, people, that even Facebook can actually say, okay, where do you want this thing that you want to post? Who's your target market? Which area are you targeting? And then you tell it, and then it shows people your music based on the the area that you've chosen based on your knowledge. That's what I'm saying. Artificial intelligence right now, it does still need human touch, human flavor, human contribution. But are lots of jobs under threat, including being an artist who only knows how to sing with their voice. Because next time, you're going to be singing with your computer. Are you ready? Otherwise, you'll be out. Because if you don't want to follow this artificial intelligence thing, you are out of the game. You're out of the game. Because already, different companies are employing, they're seeing how by 2030, they will at least have managed to employ one aspect or one technological tool that artificial intelligence is bringing, AI. So the world is shifting. Let's shift with the world, people. I shift in namsaba, I shift in a technology from by like I mean, and can act as doors. Telekin yora. I'm first in Totora. Salute. Mengatiti meli.